Thanks for staying with us. In recent times, given the excess rate of divorce among couples, most especially celebrities, prenuptial agreements have continued to become a phrase that pops up momentarily, outlining and providing more clarity to the financial and proprietary rights of married couples in the case of a divorce between both parties. Similarly, in Nigeria, prenups have gained more prominence and acceptance among the general public, even though there's no evidence of any Nigerian reported case law on any pre- or post-nuptial agreement. So we'd like to know your thoughts on prenuptial agreements, especially in this part of the world. You can join the conversation and call us on 08107641679 or 09024163440. Tweet us at TVC Connect using the hashtag Your View on TVC. Prenuptial agreement. So I don't know how many of you saw that video of a man who posted that they had to, he's a wealthy man, a businessman, wealthy, he's made money. The wife is also, good. Yeah, she's working, she has her own money. And so the wife suggested that they sign a prenup. And because they want to be able to focus on real love and nobody's thinking of, who's taking what and what. So they had to split. They knew what you're coming into the marriage with, your own cars, your own debts, if you carry bese into the marriage. They had to discuss all of that. And Nigerians and other people were like, this is not a marriage. How dare you do this kind of thing? No, this is not true love. This is not this. Some people, supported it, say, that's fantastic. At least the man will not be scared that the lady was coming into the marriage because she wanted to eat his money or, stuff like that. But when I saw it, I had mixed feelings. Because I don't know why I'm going to be dividing what I'm bringing and what you have and all of that. If you love me, you love me. If I love you, I love you. If we don't, let's pack it up. But let me hear the thoughts of the ladies. I know Miriam likes this kind of prenuptial thing. You sign one.
I think it's not for, I don't think prenup is for everybody. I think it's for a particular set of people with some unique characteristics. So I think people who are really wealthy, especially people who are coming from family wealth. So this wealth is not basically yours. You have not grown that wealth yourself. It's coming with a lot of, there's fathers, there's grandfather, and because we understand the risks sometimes with relationships where you're not sure who it is that it's really coming close. Are they coming close from me or because they know that this is a way to get into the family wealth and sabotage it and things like that? So I feel like for those unique sets of people, it is something that they could use. And when you come into relationships with those people, you're aware ahead, that this is a requirement to be with that person. So this has nothing to do with just the man. It can be for a woman as well. There are conversations sometimes you hear of a father who is not certain of a particular man that his daughter is interested in, and thinks that this is a way of this person coming to just take advantage. If the father knew ahead of time that this man says, I'm not interested in your money, I'm just interested in your daughter. In fact, I'm willing to sign whatever prenup there is, or the daughter herself, I feel that it takes away some of these questions. That's for people like that. But if you and I, we drank Gary together from the moment that we met, you put your
your 50 kobo, my 20 kobo.
You bring one chair today, tomorrow I bring one table. I don't know what prenup we're signing, that one. So that's why I feel that it's for different people. And it's important that it's a conversation you have before marriage, or so that you know where everyone stands. For some people, they find it as an insult. Yeah. Like, what, you think I'm coming into this marriage because of what you have? And I can understand how, when I think about it, if someone were to say that to me, I can understand how it can sound insulting. But if we're able to have proper conversations with the reasons why, assuring that it has nothing to do with our love. And besides, prenup doesn't mean that we cannot build wealth or new wealth together, and whatever it is that we'll build together will be ours. Then I think it's something that we should be looking to, going forward in the future, because I've heard too many stories of romance scams, that happen, and I think this is a good thing to do.
I like that perspective. Ramatu? Did you sign anything?
Oh, I did. Culture. For me, prenups, I don't think it should really work in Nigeria like that, per se, because, culturally, then the African setting always come in place. But I know that it just shows that because it stresses on the financial aspect of the couple involved. Like, let me give you a typical example of a couple who signed such as Jay-Z and Beyonce.
They signed a prenup?
Yes, they are very rich, you understand, and nobody is there to oppress. Because I remember there was a time Jay-Z even cheated, right? And it was all everywhere and everything. But you could see that there was no oppression. He didn't oppress her. He came out and he apologized. But you can imagine if I'm the one that is paying, let's say I'm the man, and I'm the one paying for everything and I cheated. Sometimes I will not even come out and apologize. I'll still be feeling like, look, I'm taking care of you. What do you mean? You know, but this one came out. There's that respect that comes with the fact that, look, I have my own money and the husband too has his own money, but we're just coming together to, you know, for love and to, you know, love each other and enjoy the union. So I think the prenup works very well abroad, but here it's going to...
I don't think it will work.
It won't work. It's
abroad,
our ego is too much. We can't handle that kind of... can't handle prenups.
Amaka, what are your thoughts?
So I think that, first of all, that respect or disrespect in marriage has nothing to do with whether you have money, you don't have money. A badly behaved person is a badly behaved person.
I agree.
I'm of the school of thought that everybody in this life have your own. I mean, I don't understand why I want to be with any man that I'm not going to chop his money. Excuse me. Have you seen me? Are you kidding me? Beauty, brain, every complete package. But why should you tempt to say, what are we signing? So, hey, God. I'm a lawyer, so if I write for people, those that want to, but let's be realistic. Even if you have your own money as a man coming in, like from what Miriam said, where we can still build wealth together, right? You find out that if the man already had the company or the woman, right? And then if what the prenup says is that you don't have any business with whatever goes on with that company. But then I spent 10 years with you, 20 years with you, giving you emotional support. You're picking my brains in the bedroom, whatever that goes on to build that company, right? And I still don't get anything from it. What happens to that emotional support? What happens to this? Even that in the morning, I give you breakfast, you come back at night. There's a
I give you peace.
I give you
Yeah, exactly.
I give you food, both in the kitchen and in the other room and everything. So 20 years does not count. I pop out children, train the children. Excuse you.
That's why it will not work in Nigeria at all.
Well, I don't care. So, for example, like my dad's family.
Yeah.
So they have a will where the wives don't inherit, you know, because the generational wealth, where we the children, so the wealth passes to the kids,
Yes.
but never to the wives, right? Yeah, but I think that's an unfair thing.
Very.
Yeah, very, very unfair thing, because so the wives are popping up the grandchildren, you people are giving the wealth. It doesn't make sense.
It should not be compensated.
It's nice that I have something, but it doesn't make sense for my mom. It doesn't
Not
make
to
sense.
have.
Yeah, but then it just shows that when you're in that marriage, you make sure that your husband, you're chopping what you can chop, because and you're being taken care of,
chopping with
because
speed.
Because are you kidding me? So whether from the husband's side or whether from the wife's side, everybody have your money, but having that idea of saying that we should sign something, there must be rules and regulations for us to go in, the love and everything, you say it becomes transactional somehow.
Yes.
Everything is
You don't
transactional.
want it to be transactional, but then everybody is somehow digging gold and being transactional either way. So for me, it doesn't work. A prenup
So
works.
for me, so I don't know how it works really. I think you may be able to shed more light on it. But I feel like prenup is not like a blanket agreement. I think that each prenup agreement is quite unique.
Yes, yes.
There's some people that have said that if we're able to stay, at least we hear this from Hollywood celebrities, if we stay in a marriage 10 years, this is what you can get because you have put in work and time in the marriage. So you will not go without anything. If it's like a less than 10 year or like a 3 year, because they have realized that there's some people that come into your life for that chop quickly, chop fast, and move on. So let's see, if you're able to stay the course of marriage and it takes a while, then, you know, and then if it's the man who has the money and he's the one that initiated divorce, the prenup does not work because it may mean that, because you think you have a prenup. So I think there are different types of prenup depending on, and I feel that whoever is coming into the marriage and wanting to sign an agreement, it has to be something that you both agree to.
Yeah.
There are some prenuptial agreements, I think that it's quite unfair from the very beginning. And as the woman too, for your respect and your peace of mind, you can say, you know what,
don't want to sign this.
either we have a better prenuptial agreement or we forget about this marriage.
Yes.